Alright y'all, welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out the LS Nasty YouTube channel, I'm going to direct you guys over there because we just uploaded a video yesterday or the day before on the Ranger. As you can see, it's not here in the shop. I went to drive it home one night with Alora and something happened. It failed us, and yeah, you need to go over there and check it out. It'll be the first link in the description below. It's going to take you over to the LS Nasty YouTube channel. Head over there when you're done with this video. Subscribe. Watch the videos. We got a bunch of stuff on there. Podcast related kind of stuff. We got some behind the scenes. You got behind the scenes at the track. We got us just hanging out and some of just goofing off. It's kind of a more relaxed version of what we got going on here. We got a lot of stuff going on in the shop. I've been daily driving the cow and it's got some gnarly vibration going on in it. And I think that this front U-joint is it's been in there since the life of this thing. This is a big ass 4-inch aluminum, 4-inch steel drive shaft from Fleet Pride, and yes, we're gonna replace this, and hopefully that eliminates the vibration. Kind of went over a nut, bolt, and everything. For fuel system, I think sometime this week we're probably gonna drop the tank and figure out what's going on. Maybe the pumps are struggling at high boost when there is a lot of demand. Maybe put on the dyno, who knows. We got the Corvette down bottom there, Eddie Murphy over there. Chris's Corvette is coming back together. The Silverback's moving right along. Gonna really hammer out some stuff on the Colorado this week, try to get a little bit further. And then that brings us over here to Wes with Eeyore and this awesome Monte Carlo. Wes, a lot of people have been asking me, they've been saying, what's up with Wes's build? What's going on with the G-body? You want to give them a rundown of what you got going on? What changes we've made since, or you've made? You and Ben have really been building this just to you guys. I haven't helped out really at all, have I?
No, you've disappeared on us.
Really? Yeah. What have I been doing? You know what I've been doing.
Folding shirts.
I've been folding shirts and shipping shirts.
I don't know, the seat's kicking my ass right now though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is. These brackets.
What about them?
I'm not even going to say it because the guy's so nice that, hold on. Ben makes it a lot easier than me.
Yeah, well, Ben is also, I'd say he's
Ben pisses me off because he literally eyeballed that shit, and I'm over here like, I've been struggling for like an hour.
All right, we'll take a break for a second. Let's talk about the setup on what we got going on. I think the last time that we filmed with this, it was, you guys were getting ready to put the motor in, right? Or maybe just set the motor in, or we're in the process of setting the engine in. And now, you got it in there, all dressed up. You got a lot of stuff on the accessories. Talk to us about that. Talk to us about what fuel you're running. Obviously, we're going twin turbo. Just the whole setup front to back.
So, I'm trying to do it as simple as possible, honestly, and still keep it somewhat streetable.
Mm-hmm. Really, you're trying to get it done to go out and make some passes. If you ever want to convert it over to a full street car, yeah, exactly. You can. So the first initial startup and race setup, what is it?
So what we're shooting for right now is we're doing mechanical fuel pump, electric water pump, and then just a single belt on the alternator as well. So
very simple.
Yeah, alky diggers, mechanical fuel pump setup, real simple. You got a,
what's that, like a 7-gallon per minute air motive pump?
Yeah, I think it's a 6, but yeah. Then, I mean, it's basically just simple LS setup. You know, ICT billet, flipped them upside down to fit with the Flowtech headers, and I mean...
What fuel are you going to be running?
I'm going to try M1 to start with, just to see how it does. And
so, keep it simple. Turbo kit-wise, doing, he's got cast 90s, and then the turbo sits kind of like right here. So piping is going to be minimal, very short. So piping is going to run up and go right there. Non-intercooled, that's really the main benefit in the main purpose of going alcohol, right?
Yeah, yeah. Making it easy. Don't have to worry about all that extra piping for the intercooler. And then we're going to end up doing a different core support, so I'm able to fit my fuel cell up front, so I don't have to worry about running a cable drive to the back and then doing a radiator on the other side to keep it street style.
So could we call this the Junior Black Sheep? Do we have to rename it? Do we have to rename it the Gray Sheep?
I don't know if it's that far.
The Black Sheep and the Gray Sheep? Is that, I mean, do we need to do it?
I don't know. I mean, well, I guess we'll have to see what everybody says.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for any reason to ditch the name Eeyore.
I mean, Eeyore, I don't think fits the car. I don't think it's fitting.
But like Wes said, very simple up here for the accessory drive. It's going to be simple. I mean, just a small belt there for your fuel pump, small belt here. And this actually is the tensioner for the belt, so you can slide it in and out so you get the right belt on there. So very simple. Electric water pump, small radiator. On alcohol, you can really get away without running radiator, but it definitely is not going to hurt to have the radiator on there. You'll be able to drive it around to the pits and everything, not worry about it, get it warm.
Did make one mistake.
What's the one mistake?
I got a truck spacing alternator bracket instead of an F body, so we've got to
just shave this down some.
Make some adjustments.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, in the big scheme of things, that's like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everything else fits like perfect.
Yeah, that's like two hacksaws away from being perfect. Yeah. And the turbo kit's going to be extremely simple. So, for folks at home that are looking to do a turbo kit, I would say, price-wise, this is not extremely expensive or. I mean, it's just doable for anyone at home. Mm-hmm. Everything right here is, now I'm not going to say it's budget, but it's not, you know, billet, custom. You're not paying 30 grand just to get turbo kit and accessory drive done. So this is like your badass 1,000, 1,200 horsepower in a car this light. This thing's absolutely going to fly. I mean,
these things are heavy.
Oh,
500 pounds.
Oh wow! Are you sure that? Are you sure this one's not 4,000?
All steel, all glass.
It is all steel, all glass. Except for the hood. Well, I mean, hoods don't really count.
Exactly.
Gonna run it on a HOLLEY Terminator. Or sorry, yeah, HOLLEY Terminator. Yeah. Transmission.
Power glide right now, just stock case, nothing crazy.
You got a bell housing on it though.
Yeah.
Converter.
Just the old one out the cow.
You say it like it's not a beast.
No, it's not. It's just a little street car.
It was a badass PTC converter.
No, it's a streetcar converter.
It was the converter.
It's actually a Jegs converter.
It was the converter that put the cow on the bumper.
Yeah.
It was a bad son of a gun.
Let's see how it does.
And it worked great in the cow. It's just when I switched to the Power Glide and the weight of the car, the load was just too much. You already got manual brakes, TRZ uppers and lowers on it, Viking double adjustables all the way around. But you're making great progress. You have the one seat in there. Is that wiring harness for your Terminator?
Yep.
So you're getting that ready. Oh, you got a little stand for your shifter, so you'll be able to make that removable. Do you have a shifter yet?
Yeah, I got a shifter. Freaking shout out to Summit. I can't even say it because I don't even know if it was Summit, but literally the shifter, me and Ben started looking at it because I'd like opened the box and just peeked at it. Mm-hmm. But then we get it and open it up the other day to like actually like take it apart and start putting it together. It sent me one that was already open, so I'm like.
Someone took something out of it?
Yeah, I'm missing parts out of it.
What kind of shifter is it?
It's the B&M.
Oh, HOLLEY Performance Group. HPG. You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
The B&M shifter, I'd say, is questionably the best universal shifter out there because it works in any application. I know in the Black Sheep we have a Mickey shifter, but that's like a straight-up race car. If I was going to have to drive that thing around anywhere, I would not want a Mickey shifter.
Really?
No, it just doesn't. No.
And 90% of people can't afford those, to
be
honest. Yeah,
the B&M shifter is by far your best bang for your buck shifter on the market right now. What do you have? What is it called? I have the Pro Stealth Bandit.
No, you got the Pro Bandit. You have the Pro Bandit.
I got the Pro Stealth Bandit for my race car.
Yeah, like the one Chris has in the Corvette, the little one. This one's just the Pro Bandit.
So this is like a bigger handle.
Yeah, basically.
And
it's all the same.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Yeah, I mean, everything's looking good. You got your, is this a motion steering column?
Mm-hmm.
Motion steering column, Motion Raceworks horn button. Look at that. You gonna give a shout out to Doug?
Yeah, Doug.
Tell Doug how bad I'm gonna absolutely smoke him out in the burnout contest.
It's gonna be rough.
He's in trouble, isn't he?
I mean, look at that thing over there.
I mean,
the Discount Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it's Doug. Doug's in a world of pain. Doug, you know what? I do have to point this out. He said in one video, you guys have to head over to the Motion Raceworks YouTube channel because they're doing a whole build series on their burnout. What do they call it? The Bald Regal? Yeah. Another G-body. Love that. But he said that I didn't have any boost on mine. Well, Doug, not only do I have boost, I got about 38 pounds of it. That's going to shove into this stock bottom end 6-liter, and either your tears are coming out of here or pistons and rods.
Probably pistons and rods.
Probably pistons and rods.
We're not saying his tears won't come out of there.
So that's what we got going on. Timeline update. What are you looking to have done on this build? Just so, I mean, you're building this right now. Like, just the average guy at home.
Yeah, I'm not like rushing. I'm doing
you work a normal job. You're not here working all day. You come here after hours, work on it at night, a couple hours a day.
Yeah. Honestly, I want to shoot for streetcar takeover.
Yeah.
In Charlotte, but we'll see. I'm not like gonna try and like go crazy if it's not done, but I definitely would like to push for that. If that makes sense.
Well, you definitely have a good chunk of it knocked out. Fuel system and everything is gonna be very short and compact. This is the one thing I do like about running a fuel system up front, running the radiator up front. Your fittings and lines are going to be minimal. I've learned the hard way running everything in the bed of a truck or in the trunk. A whole lot more demanding on the wallet, a whole lot more demanding on time. Whole lot more work just to run everything there. So by having the fuel system right up here, you're gonna have a small line there, go right up to your fuel rail regulator, and then circulate back to the tank radiator over here. Again, very short, going right to the water pump. So as far as simplicity, I think this is a well thought out. You and Ben really put your heads together and got a good setup on this.
God, you don't know how many times we've like rethought something. It's like,
well, you guys are doing it from scratch.
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's people to go off of, but at the same time, there's not people to go. You know what I mean? Like, it's like people have their own variations of doing a turbo G body, but nobody's kind of done this.
Yeah, you have a lot of the street stuff with just enough influence of race car stuff.
A lot of people are like full street car or like full race car. There's no in between really. So
it's gonna be tough when a street car calls you out and they call you a race car. You can't be like,
it's not a race car. It's full steel, full glass.
What do you guys say to Rome?
I mean, Rome ain't gonna be a race, honestly.
He's got that new big blower. He's got that new big blower. What are you gonna do to him?
I mean, he's gonna catch the gap.
You gonna peel his muffin cap?
Catch the sheep gap.
Oh, the gray sheep's gonna gap him. The gray sheep. All right. Well,
He thinks he's tough because he went down to Texas, but
he didn't come to North Carolina. He didn't come to North Carolina.
North Carolina's a lot faster than Texas.
Oh my God, that triggered. Everyone's triggered.
It's true.
It is. I mean, I'm not.
A lot more fast street cars in North Carolina than there is in Texas.
I'm not gonna say it's not true, but I'm not gonna be the one to say it. A lot of guys were asking about the update. What's going on with this car? This is pretty much it. Just chipping along at it. I think what you can do the rest of the day, you're gonna get the other seat mounted, put your injectors in there. Oh, we should probably talk about. We got a 6 gallon a minute fuel pump injectors.
Yeah, Bosch 210s, just simple.
And that'll get you in that 1,000 horsepower range on alcohol.
Yeah, and me and Ben have discussed a few different things, and then we're gonna go from there and see. We're gonna see how it does first, and then either, I don't know, put some injectors in the charge pipe or possibly a second set.
Oh, a second set.
But that'll be down the road.
Send this thing off to Wilson Manifolds and have them put a second set in there, and you'll be good to go.
Send it off to.
Or you can just get a set of billet atomizers and put them in there and be ready to roll. So I like the billet atomizers on the alcohol stuff. I like them on the alcohol. I'm sorry, I do like billet atomizers. But yeah, that's what we got going on here. Hey, you're killing it. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Folks at home, I did see a couple comments about social distancing. I live with Wes and Ben. So, I mean, we can social distance with each other because we're around each other all the time. So, but there's an update on the build. I'd say very shortly this thing, you're going to see it on the dyno, you're going to see it at the track, and it's going to be a fun car. So everyone go follow Wes on Instagram.
By the way, Richie's boy, I can't even remember who it is, but with the Cutlass, he called me out the other day. They said, "Is that thing ready yet?" It's going to be Richie. It's coming for you.
Oh, it's coming for you. Are you going to take the spot of the G-Body King of North Carolina?
Street car, yeah.
I mean,
street car. Not. We can't put the black sheep in the conversation, but we'll try.
All right. Well, there it is, guys. Everyone, go follow Wes on Instagram. Give him some love, and we're gonna keep plugging away on here. Is it time I start helping? I mean, me and you together are like equivalent to half of Ben.
Yeah, basically.
So when Ben's here, I just run away. But this thing's gonna be pretty sick, and I'm excited to see it out. So good work, and everyone. Check out Wes on Instagram. Comment, like, subscribe. Just a quick little update what we got going on here. It's Saturday at the shop, so we're just shipping out shirts and orders. We got the Force Inductions Turbo back on the Bad Apple, so we're getting ready to be firing on all cylinders once this whole pandemic hopefully resolves itself peacefully and nicely, and everyone can get back to normal life. So
my car might be done before this shit's over. Let's.
just doesn't know how to do a mediocre burnout.